What's up, guys? I want to point out from the start that this devlog will be a lot different than my previous uploads, mostly because I really don't have much to log from the programming point. This is my engine from a month ago, and this is the newest version of it. Not that much has changed. I just added GUI, which looks like a lot, but it is really not. But I still want to make this devlog because this month I've learned a couple of useful programming skills that I wanted to share with you today. And I say programming, but this really applies to any skill in life, in my opinion. Last devlog I said that, and I added GUI to the engine, but it kinda looks like poop now, so I'm gonna improve it and show it in the next devlog. I generally focus on making the GUI look good, because I was excited about a new upcoming feature that I'll be adding. Serialization. You might know that I follow Games with Gabe game engine series. His way of serialization was Java specific, so I had to search for an alternative tutorial, and that's how I found the Chernos series. And how everything went down. When I was watching the Chernos videos, I was, how would I phrase it, overwhelmed by how much different his architecture of the engine was. The whole video I was just looking at the code and thinking, am I doing it correct? Am I really making a good engine? I mean, I don't even have half of these features he has, so am I missing something? Those thoughts led me to my first problem. Where and how should I learn? Gabe's series was fine and all, but it was written in Java. If I'm writing the engine in C++, my implementation might lack some language-specific features. The Chernos series might help me with that, but as I said in the first devlog, judging by my previous experience with tutorials of that sort, I would just copy the code and not actually learn anything. Nevertheless, I wanted to try the Chernos series. I convinced myself that it will help me write a more C++ specific engine, and overall write better C++ code, and I will work on my own and not be trapped in tutorial hell. I was very wrong. Because I wanted to make a proper engine this time, I scrapped my old progress and started from the first video. I think I worked for 2-3 days with this series and the experience was really bad. I wanted to convince myself that I won't copy the code, but my implementations of the features were heavily inspired, aka copied from the Cherno. Because hey, that's the proper way! The development took a long time, not because I encountered some problem with my code, but because the stuff that worked from the Cherno didn't work for me, and I had to watch the video over and over just to make my engine the same. In that 3 days period, I talked with many people that also were involved in game engine development, and I did some brainstorming myself, and I came to the conclusion that I'm just fooling myself, and I'm just in tutorial hell. I realized two things. There is no proper code I was talking about. What makes a proper, or more appropriate, good code? For me, a good code is efficient and easy to understand. Both of these things really come from the experience, and they are not something you can get out of a tutorial. Yes, you might know how to write code in one specific scenario, but what about 1,000 other similar ones? It's something that you need to get yourself, and not get by passively absorbing code. It is much more enjoyable if you get told how specific features work in theory, and the practice is left for you as an exercise. The Cherno presented the theory for a feature he was working on, and then he implemented it. And because of that, I was heavily inspired by his implementation. Gabe also was implementing the features he was talking about, but because he was working in Java, I really didn't look into the code and only focused on the theory. That way, I had to solve the problem of implementing the specific feature myself, which was really fun. For those two reasons, I decided to come back to my old engine and Gabe's series, after a painful week. But it wasn't the end. While I was desperately searching for an answer to how to escape tutorial hell, I found Tantan's video on IDEs. I think it's a great video that every programmer should watch. It shows that modal IDEs are really powerful and a must-have for any software engineer. Because of this video, I decided to try Vim. I installed it, learned a couple of shortcuts, and decided to change the theme because, let's be honest, the default one looks really crappy. I didn't know that this one thing would take me another week. It might sound really stupid, but I could not get the theme working. I tried at least 5 tutorials on how to install Vim or NeoVim plugins, and every one of them didn't work for some reason. I'm following one tutorial, the guy installing some plugins, oh wait, it doesn't work for me for some reason, and I can't find any answer on Google. Next tutorial, I got the plugin working. Now I don't have the plugged folder, and again, no answers. Then I watch another tutorial. I'm really not as dumb as you might think from the last shot. I think at least. Like, I spent probably 5 hours trying to get Vim or NeoVim set up, but I just couldn't because some little thing didn't work. And sadly, that's when I gave up. Yeah, people say never give up and shit like that. But my job is not to install programs, my job is to write code. So I want to write that damn code and not have to worry about Vim not working. I would really want to get my hands on Vim, but sadly for now it's not going to happen, because I want to program the engine, and not stress about losing another hours trying to install that thing. Then I came back to the engine development. My original plan, making serialization deserialization, was still work in progress, so I started working on that. I searched C++ serialization into Google, and look who showed up. I know I just had a painful experience with the Cherno series a week prior, but for some reason I still wanted to pursue his series. Instead of that, I went for a walk, and I think I finally understood how to properly learn programming. I had the wrong mindset the entire time. My question was, which person should I watch to learn engine programming? But that's just plain tutorial hell definition. That just shows that you're not confident enough to try to make the engine in your way. I think if you're making an engine, or any other project, that doesn't have to be programming specific, you shouldn't watch courses that will pretty much guide you all the way through. You should work on your own. But I had problems with that mindset. How will I implement any features if I don't know how to make them? Well, what do you want to have in your engine? Do you want a GUI? Google how to make one. Do you want to have Python scripting? Google how to make it. Watching those one-off tutorials on how to implement one specific feature won't harm you, because you pretty much need to write your own code to transform the code from the video's environment to your own program. And that's when we are today. I implemented GUI with the help of those videos. And look, one of them is from Cherno. And that's because I'm no longer following any series, Games with Gabe or Cherno's. So watching his tutorials won't hurt me, because I have to change the code to work in my specific engine, and I think that's beautiful. This devlog I was talking a lot about Cherno and his series in not so great context, so I want to make it clear that his tutorials are not bad. They are great, and I'm so grateful for him for giving us so much knowledge about game engine development. I just think that overall tutorial hell is a very dangerous thing that can destroy one's reason to even be a programmer, so I wanted to warn you guys. Learning without any course is honestly amazing. It's really flexible, because you don't have to follow one person and add the same features as him. Even more, you actually learn a lot more while having a lot of fun and making a product you, and not the teacher, really want. Tutorial hell is a massive problem for many beginners, so I really want you guys to start working on your own for at least a couple of weeks. It was a huge relief for me, and I hope it will bring the same benefits for you. Goodbye for now.